A group of robbers broke into the bank, confiscating everyone's phones and holding them hostage, including Mike's wife and children. The leader instructed the bank manager to open the iron door of the vault, but the attempt was unsuccessful. Trying again yielded the same result. The leader threatened to cut off the manager's hand if he didn't open the vault. The manager hastily explained that the alarm system had severed the entire bank system. Meanwhile, Mike saw the news about the bank robbery at home. Realizing that his wife was scheduled to visit that bank today, he tried calling her but received no answer, sensing that something was amiss. Hurriedly, he rushed to the bank by car. Upon reaching the manager's office, the thieves' leader discovered an employee hiding under the desk who had triggered the alarm. He shot and killed her. The police had already sealed off the bank, preventing Mike from entering. He warned the robbers that their shoelaces were loose, creating an opportunity for him to slip inside. The robbers herded all the hostages into the conference room. By this time, Mike had reached the rooftop and swiftly dealt with a guard. Wearing only slippers due to his hasty exit, he compared his shoe size with one of the robbers and noticed the mismatch. By the way, if you enjoy our movie recaps, we're currently hosting a giveaway for our audience. We're excited to announce that a brand new scooter awaits one lucky subscriber. Don't miss out. Subscribe and follow us to stay tuned for more updates. The leader called a lieutenant, demanding the release of Sardar from prison within 2 hours, or else he would start killing hostages every 10 minutes. After a series of fights, Mike quickly dealt with 2 more robbers in the hallway, discovering suicide bombs strapped to their bodies. He put on shoes, grabbed grenades and bombs, and hurried downstairs, engaging in a firefight with the robbers in the stairwell. On the radio, the leader and his subordinates lost contact. One robber ran out of bullets and prepared to face off with Mike. After defeating him, Mike found a bank layout on the robber and realized their plan. The leader angrily threatened the lieutenant, warning against any movement, threatening to kill all hostages and blow up the entire building. Heading upstairs, he discovered all his men dead, leaving him bewildered. He ordered his remaining men to search from the top down, determined to find the assassin. 2 robbers ventured inside, engaging in a fierce battle before meeting their own demise. The lieutenant called Mike, urging him to leave quickly. Mike explained that he came to rescue his wife and children, revealing to the lieutenant that the robbers were well-trained armed individuals, possibly from the Middle East, equipped with explosive vests. Mike then skillfully installed a hand grenade at the entrance and continued descending the stairs. Moments later, 4 robbers approached. Unfortunately, they discovered the grenade and promptly cut the fuse, thinking they had averted disaster. Upon hearing the explosion, Mike swiftly returned and engaged in a fierce fight. Defeating the last enemy with a plastic sheet. Meanwhile, the robbers were cutting steel bars on the main door. The leader instructed them to wear gas masks before entering. The lieutenant called Mike, suggesting that the robbers might not be after money, but rather a specific box. 3 more robbers arrived, meeting their end within seconds. Mike opened a room door, and the person inside falsely claimed to be a bank employee. When the robbers entered, he hid. Mike agreed to let him follow behind, but to his surprise, the person pulled out a rope and attacked from behind. After a close-quarter struggle, Mike managed to make him fall into the elevator shaft, injuring his arm. Mike used tape to bandage his wounds. Meanwhile, the leader, noticing the decreasing number of his henchmen through the intercom, pulled the manager out. He then addressed the lieutenant, demanding the release of his brother from prison. The lieutenant continued to stall, asking for more time and not taking the leader's demands seriously. Frustrated, the leader decided it was time to take more drastic action. The steel bars of the vault were cut open, revealing a box containing a deadly gas canister. The leader then ordered all his men to prepare for evacuation. The little girl informed the leader that her father would come to pick her up, later revealing that her father was Mike and he used to be the leader's comrade. Soon, 2 robbers at the entrance were shot dead. As the SWAT team entered the bank hall, an intense firefight ensued. One of the robbers detonated a bomb satellite, escalating the situation. Subsequently, the leader engaged in a conversation with Mike, revealing their history in the Syrian battlefield. The leader had betrayed his comrades, leaving Mike to die. He informed Mike that his wife and daughter were in his hands, threatening to kill them if Mike opposed him. Helpless, Mike had to lower his weapon and kneel. Following that, Mike was taken away by the leader, who intended to kill his most beloved ones in front of him. At Mike's prompt, his daughter pulled the grenade from the robber. The 3 of them quickly reached the rooftop, and Mike slowly lowered the mother and daughter to safety. Meanwhile, several robbers arrived on the rooftop. A sniper bought time for Mike, engaging one of the robbers as they approached. One robber charged towards him. Now the leader prepared to blast open the back wall to escape. After a moment, the mother and daughter finally reached the ground, just as the SWAT team arrived at the back. They engaged in a fierce firefight with the remaining robbers inside the bank. Next, the leader initiated Plan B, using 3 hostages as human shields and reaching the entrance of the bank hall. He demanded the lieutenant to arrange a helicopter to the rooftop. Threatening to release the gas from the rooftop if his demands were not met, he ruthlessly killed 3 hostages. He then took the remaining hostages to the rooftop. At this moment, the helicopter arrived and dropped 2 smoke grenades. Seizing the opportunity, Mike erected a large iron plate, allowing the hostages to escape from behind. Simultaneously, the sniper continued relentlessly shooting at the robbers. The leader fired several shots at Mike. Now, only the leader remained, and he approached Mike. The 2 engaged in a fierce battle. And after an intense fight, the leader finally concluded his own performance. Meanwhile, the lieutenant informed Mike that there were 4 hostages and 47 robber corpses in the bank. Mike realized that one person was still missing. He grabbed a sniper rifle and spotted a robber attempting to escape. Just as the robber was about to release the gas, Mike pulled the trigger.